Welcome back to Let's Play Layers of Fear. So, firstly, figured I should go ahead and mention I did look it up, and there are in fact 3 endings to the main Layers of Fear game. One ending, the 3 endings depend greatly on how many notes you find and which optional interactions you come across. I mean, that's how the guide put it. Which I assume means getting caught by the painting ghost thing and whatnot. The first ending, spoiler warning, involves him painting a portrait of his wife only to have it degenerate into this monstrous creature. He throws it in a room full of paintings just like it, and then the viewer sees that all the paintings are perfect and it's his own mind that's making it look warped. The second ending is the one we got, where he remembers, feels remorse, burns the painting and says he can't bring them back, and then burns himself alive. Assumedly. It's a little vague on whether he just burned his hands to prevent him from ever falling into art again, or whether he burned himself alive. It's assumed to be the latter, since the room was on fire. He wasn't exactly running away. And the third ending involves the painting becomes a self-portrait of himself. He says he is finally immortal, and it cuts to a museum with his painting in it, immortalized through his art. Personally, the ending I got is my favorite, because at least he remembers and feels remorse. The latter ending feels like he's just suddenly moved on and forgotten, and the first one is just sad because he's, lost his mind. But I just figured I would cover that real quick before we start the inheritance. Okay, that is pretty. That's his best work yet! Now we wait on the loading screen and hope that if I don't touch anything it won't break. Windows doesn't play nice with these loading screens. It keeps thinking programs aren't responding. Case in point. Oh well. If it shows anything important. Time, date, the fact that I'm running Steam. Which if I wasn't running Steam and I'm playing a game on Steam would be quite shocking. I should probably get to the keyboard.
When I was a child, I used to lay in bed late at night, staring at the ceiling, listening to my father scream. Scream at my mother, scream at yet another failed masterpiece. Finally, just scream out into the darkness. It became my lullaby. And even when they took me away, the screams followed. I was once told that insanity runs in my family. It's time to make it stop.
That's not how insanity works. Sickness, insanity, and death were the angels that surrounded my cradle, and they have followed me throughout my life. Edvard Munch. Oh, I always hoped that Munch lived a happy life. Yay, we get a flashlight! Oh, also, just a quick recap. I just noticed there's a person behind that banner. Looks like they're doing that. The idea was the wife was a very talented pianist, someone who plays a piano. Husband was a painter. He married her because she was beautiful. Quite specifically, it says that he married her because she was beautiful. Going by the wiki. Why do I rely on wikis? They're not known for being the best source of information, but, they've gotten better in recent years, depending on which wiki you're talking about. Due to his obsession with his art, she left. I can't remember if it's before or after they had the daughter. I probably shouldn't even be trying to cover this without knowing what I'm talking about. The fire happened. She got badly burned. She ended up having to move back in with him so that he could take care of her. The wheelchairs in the house were hers. She was wheelchair ridden. The relationship degenerated again. She ended up committing suicide with the knife in the bathroom. It's left vague whether she slit her wrists or throat or stabbed herself or who knows what. Not pleasant in any case. He butchered her body after the shock in the morning. He butchered her body for the masterpiece. That's whose body all the pieces came from. Child Services took the daughter. He kidnapped her back. They took her again, and then the game. That was a very rough overview of Still no reflection. Lots and lots of bottles. Thank you, flashlight. Where were you when we needed you before? Somehow the flashlight is not reassuring me. Broken bottles. Why am I not reassured? Because having a flashlight means that the house is going to be lacking in lights of its own.
Ugh. Ugh, it reeks in here.
It's a kitchen that's been unkempt and probably full of rotting things. I can't imagine why it would stink. Is there a reason my flashlight decided to flicker there, or is that just a random, we're gonna do this to spook you thing? I love old style kitchens. They're so beautiful. Why can't I door?
I swear, that dog doesn't shut up!
Holy!
How the hell did you get out? Go on, get out of here! Before I find a way to keep you in there for good.
Okay. Now we can door. Oh, that door was bricked up at one point. Afraid that he's going to kill her dog and cook it. That would not end well for any involved party in my home. Typically when you hurt something that somebody loves, they tend to go berserk and potentially harm everyone that gets in their way. People have very strong protective instincts, typically. The whole mother bear metaphor, it works a lot more than you'd think for a lot of people when pushed with the right stimulus. My beloved, I've been thinking about what happened. I've been trying to understand. My dear, help me. I just don't understand. Why would you do it? Did you feel there was no other way? Tell me, what did I do to deserve this? I did my best, you know I did. I gave you everything. You selfish. Why would you do this to us? Yes, I censored certain words. But anyway, this appears to be a letter from him to his wife after she killed herself. Therapeutically speaking, they do recommend you write letters. You know, to get emotions out at times. Even if it's writing an angry letter to your boss and then shredding it. It can help you vent emotion without necessarily dealing with the consequences of actually saying it to a person. That's the basement, that's the painting room, that's upstairs. We're gonna go to the painting room first.
I wonder when was the last time this place saw sunlight?
Given there's a giant window, I bet yesterday. Or earlier that day. There wasn't a storm. What the? Whoa, what's with the goblin? Loading. I see a little loading. Oh, we're in the void. Time to walk off into the distance. Nope, there's a wall. We're still technically in the room. It's a texture thing. Crayon or paintbrush? Crayon or paintbrush? Crayon or paintbrush? I'm gonna go with the crayon. Can I take both? Nope. Crayon it is.
What are you doing? Put that down! You're much too old for that childish nonsense.
I approve. And also, crayons are not technically classified as a childish art form. I mean, you can do a lot with them. It's on different levels. I like that. I mean, the pastel sticks and Prismacolors could technically fall under that category, depending on how strict of a definition you want to use. Children's crayons are made of wax, usually. But that's not to say that an adult couldn't use them to make beautiful art. I have seen beautiful crayon drawings, like done in art classes and stuff. The path generates. That is worrying.
Shh.
Oh, it's gonna be the thing he drew.
The little girl in red was walking through the woods when suddenly, out of nowhere, jumped out you-know-who. Eyes glowing bloody red, teeth sharp as razors, and yet the big bad wolf did not seem to faze her. "Be careful, little girl," the big bad wolf sneered. "You're in Fantasyland, where things ain't what they seem." "Oh, shush, you big old meanie," the frightened girl exclaimed. "You're the only threat in this wonderful land. With my magic crayons, I can do no harm. I can make the trees yellow, turn them upside down, turn grass into candy, make the sky go red. I can do whatever pops into my head." The wolf was unimpressed with his show of skill. "You do have the power to do what you will. Alas, I humbly urge you to practice restraint, for you are responsible for what you create." "You're nasty, jealous, and mean," said the little girl. "I just want to have fun, and you want me to learn. I wish a big old rock would fall down from the sky and crush your big bad mouth into a mincemeat pie." "Don't do it, I beg you," the big wolf cried. "You lack scale and perspective, my sweet little child." But it was too late. His warning fell on deaf ears. Down came the rock and smashed them all to smithereens.
Okay, I see the metaphor going on here. Oh! Well, hello, large rock. In melting terrain. Yeah, he's the wolf trying to teach her to use her artistic skill and whatnot. Wonder how this would have been different if I picked up the paintbrush. We'll see how it goes. Oh, am I supposed to pick the paintbrush up now? Or pull the lever? Why are there so many choices, dang it? I like the footprints though, so I'm going this way. I like games that give me choice, but on the other hand, I have a slight completionist tendency and I want to see everything, so if a game has 1,000 different paths, I get overwhelmed and don't want to play it 1,000 times to see everything. Something over there for me to pick up.
Creativity is not a toy, it's a gift! Do you want to squander it like all those careless brats out there?
Last I checked, creativity takes many forms, sir. She wants to make beautiful art with leaves, so be it. Paint is not the only medium.
I warned you time and time again! I won't let you waste time in these mindless doodles! This is for your own good!
Oh, that's the train thing. Oh, going this way. It has paw prints. Big paw prints and a dragon. Dragon! Parasol, pony, horses. I mean, flowers. I looked at the flowers and said horses. Goodness. My brain today. So was this path a dead end? Carrot. Huh. Whoa. You weren't down here a second ago. Maybe I got taller. Okay. Startling. Wait, where'd the path go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so you have to avoid the dragon. Unless going over here is what summoned it. Nope. Her looking at herself in a puddle, and I'm not going to question the background yet. Oh. Okay. I appear to be trapped. I appear to be slowly going insane. Maybe. Who knows? It's near. Nope, you can't follow me out here. There it is. It's on a set path. Makes it a whole lot less spooky once I realize it's on a set path. I feel like there should be something over here. Oh. Duh. There's a flower up there. I can only look around. Ah! Ah! Tiny mannequin dolls of doom. And I can't tell what that is because it's moving. I mean, the filter going on makes it hard to see. It had a sign. Oh, it's a little... Oh, it's an axe. Big. I'm going to chop down my paper house with a sign. I'm going to get that it's supposed to be an axe. I do kind of get it. He thought he was helping her, and he's just stifling her creativity by telling her that she's got to do it his way. Crayon! No more treehouse.
Are you trying to annoy me?
Yes.
This is not what I've taught you.
That's not what creativity is, sir. Creativity means going beyond the bounds of what was taught to you and doing creative things. Also, your voice sounded very different there. Dragon. Dragon. Oh. Oh, good gracious, man.
What? You think I'm enjoying this?
Yes.
You think I'm doing this out of spite? Get it right next time and I won't have to fix it for you!
Well, she is being optimistic. Now, where do we go? Red wagon. Red wagon. That is a, that looks suspiciously like a coffin on wheels. I want to go this way. I'm intrigued by these footprints. Okay. Checking the box.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
I'm sorry, but the big Jack in the Box was not as startling as it should have been. Yeah, I don't know where that leads. The lightning strike there was very well done. That seems to be growing larger. More strange as we go.
There! I hope you're satisfied with yourself. Stop crying! We'll pick this up tomorrow, and I swear to God, I better start seeing some progress.
Or what? You gonna kill her and
Looking
try
back,
again?
I don't think my father ever really wanted a child. It's no wonder I was never truly allowed to be one. No, what he wanted, above all things, was a successor. Someone to carry on his legacy. Anything else was just a distraction.
Not how kids. What is this? Why pink? He's so mad that it's pink. Her sitting in the corner, I guess while he painted her, but doesn't mean she wanted to be sitting there doing that. Oh. I'm so intrigued to see where this goes, but it... Okay! Those are the texts for each of the items, but they've been scrawled and scrawled. Repeated over and over themselves. But I think I should go ahead and pause here. I'm sorry, I've just got to enjoy that. Fluorescent paint. For luminescence to occur, exposed to light for 30 seconds. Woo! Okay. That's enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and pause here. And assuming it remembers where I left off and isn't still in the prologue, I will see you next... Oh, one more drawer. Okay. I will see you next time.